National Football League on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's Anders Carlson set to get this one started, and we are underway here at Lambeau. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Burrow. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
The return is Reed. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Love now. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw now. Here's Love. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Back out there now to send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 2. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Mixon going to be stopped before he can get moving forward, as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it again. And another negative play there as they stop him again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Burrow will throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 1st and 10, Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd and 10. Love from the gun.
Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
A beautiful fake. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Burrow looking to pass. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he's brought down at the 25-yard line.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
1st down. Here's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Two 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 34.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First down, Love to pass. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Love completes it again to Dobbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking through these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, so far, a little bit no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had in the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Now Love. And he's got it. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Jones is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Dillon. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Love now. This one swung out here to Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Working out of the gun. Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
For the Packers field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Oh, good move. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Chase, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And now the Packers get set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here comes second down. Off the play fake, Love. That's complete to Dobbs. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. An inside give to Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
50 yards.
And the Bengals strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Packers 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's Love and the Packers. Down 24-17. A little under a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Love looking to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Love. A check down here to Jones.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
That's good.
Here's 1st
26-yard line.
down. Here's Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Let's go, fellas.
Here's 1st and goal.
Now Love. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football, and they remain down by a point.
One of my favorite expressions is that fortune favors the bold. This seems foolhardy, though.
Oh, it seems very foolhardy. All you had to do was kick the PAT, extend the game.
Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense there, did it? I mean, I just don't get that at all because the risk-reward, it just wasn't there.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.